Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today for this Workplace Investigation CLE. I am Kristen Prinz, founder and managing partner at the Prinz Law Firm. We are an employment law firm that is based in Chicago. So, as I said, today we're going to be discussing workplace investigations, when they should occur, what would constitute an employee complaint, some of the key concepts of an investigation, how to prepare for an investigation, how to help your clients manage resources, how to create an investigation plan, how to conduct the investigation, and then how to report back to your client when an investigation is complete. We'll be going through all of that today. If you have questions, you can always reach out to me after the CLE, but hopefully I will address most of them through this program today. I'm going to start by discussing what constitutes an employee complaint. This is really a broad topic, and it causes a lot of confusion for employers because oftentimes complaints are really disguised as off-the-cuff comments or requests for advice. And managers and employers need to be much more aware these days of what could constitute an employee complaint. For example, an employee who casually mentions to their supervisor that a colleague sent this employee crude and suggestive instant messages could be considered a report. And certainly, even if it's not a report or if it's not a complaint, it is something that should be investigated. Another example would be a manager passed over an employee for a promotion in favor of another employee, and the employee who did not get the promotion reports that they think it might be due to their race. That's even a stronger example of what would be considered an employee complaint, and it's certainly a situation where you can advise your client an investigation would be helpful to determine how to respond to this issue. Some situations are a little bit more casual. For example, a department supervisor can be meeting with another supervisor and kind of mention that one of the supervisor's employees might be using the corporate credit card in violation of company policy. That is something that should go to HR or to legal and should be investigated. One of the more common instances you'll see is just a general lack of positive interaction between employees. For example, if a receptionist reports that the office manager talked down to the receptionist, it could be just some one-off situation, but it's best to at least look into it. And an investigation does not have to be widespread. It can be very narrow. Even minor or seemingly innocuous comments can be considered complaints after the fact. You do not want your client down the line coming back to you when they're being sued and telling you that they didn't realize the employee's comment was a complaint that should be reviewed and investigated. So this is a good opportunity to advise your clients that when people are making even seemingly casual complaints, which I've seen a lot, I've heard situations where someone in HR says, well, this employee came to me, it wasn't really a complaint, but they did tell me, for example, a woman told me that she was being left out of activities because she's not part of the boys' club. That's a complaint. And really, there should be some level of investigation. So even when the employee says it in a way that it's not reporting any bad action, it still warrants at least a review of the facts, because in this day and age, those sorts of things can easily boil over and become serious liabilities for your client.